titled Nonsense, Innocence, Nonsense. But I realized in thinking about it that the same talk could be Kaboom, because it had to do with pirates and, you know, the cannons on a ship that go kaboom. So I was very fortunate to grow up at the Jersey Shore. Every summer of my life, with my grandparents, they had a happy yellow house on the bay. And for my 10th birthday, I got a lightweight dinghy rowboat. And my cousins and my younger brothers and I would just go messing about in that boat. We had so much fun exploring all the coves around the house. And my brother George and my cousins and I had been watching every afternoon when the beach got too hot. We would go watch the summer playhouse rehearsals, and it was always musicals. And this particular time they were rehearsing The Pirates of Penzance, and it was wonderful. We learned all the pirate songs by heart. My brother came up one day and he said, "Linda, I've got an idea. We're going to get Granny Goose and Pop-Up to help us, and we're going to transform your little rowboat into a sailboat. But not just any sailboat, it's going to be our pirate ship. And we're going to sail way across the cove. We're going to go to the Bay Bathing Beach." And he said, "Let's go." So we went up to my grandma, and Granny Goose looked in the back of her linen closet, and she's trying to find something that would be a sail that she didn't need, and she comes out with this bright orange flowered tablecloth. So that became our sail. Then we go to my papa, and he had built most of the houses in Beach Haven, and he was also a boat builder. So he supervised and helped us build a mast so that we wouldn't punch a hole in the bottom of my new rowboat. And then he helped us rig the sail. We were so excited. So we were all a little dramatic. So George comes over and he's sporting this wonderful buccaneer shirt that we had seen in movies. And he had fashioned it out of an old white blouse his mom had given him. And he made an eye patch for his eye, of course. And my twin cousins, they were wearing vests and bandanas, and they had fashioned swords out of cardboard and the tinfoil. I, unfortunately, didn't look anything like a pirate because of my fair skin. Granny Goose made me wear this big floppy hat and put on this awful white goop all over my nose. So I was feeling pretty sad. But George said, "Linda, you can carry and wave the skull flag for the pirates." So I was real excited about that. Then Granny Goose made us a whole Wonder Loaf full of PBJ sandwiches and 2 empty mayonnaise jars full of cherry Kool-Aid, because that's what we did back then. And nobody thought twice about, oh, you know, these kids can't have glass, they might break it. It was just what we did. So the day dawned that it was a beautiful day to sail. Granny Goose and Pop-Up are standing there waving to us, and we're getting the rowboat, and we start rowing out to the channel where the pleasure crafts and the fishermen and the clammers and their little boats are. And we're singing, "I am the Pirate King," and everybody's kind of laughing at us and giggling and waving to us. And we must have been quite a motley crew with, you know, bright orange flowered tablecloth as a sail. So we hoist the sail up, stop rowing, and we start sailing. Very, very slowly. It wasn't a proper sail, but we were making headway. And the pleasure crafts, one guy on the pleasure craft, he started throwing quarters at our boat for some reason. I guess he liked our singing. We just kept going until we hit the doldrums in midday. So we're about halfway to the Bay Bathing Beach when we hit the doldrums. Did it bother us? Nope. We just jumped overboard, went for a swim, got back in the boat, and ate our delicious rations. And after that, we started up again. And then the wind started up again. We were so happy about that. We had fashioned a telescope out of an old kaleidoscope. I don't know how we did it, but somehow we did. And my brother George was our navigator. He was always so good at that. So he's looking and looking, and he goes, "Ahoy, land ho!" And we see the Bay Bathing Beach. We are so happy now. And we pull up to the Bay Bathing Beach, and everybody's looking at us, and all the children are running to greet us. And my Granny Goose is standing there outside of her little blue Ford Falcon. She's waving and smiling. It's almost sunset by now. So my cousins and my brother pick up the little lightweight rowboat and put down the sail and lash it to the top of my Granny's Ford Falcon. And we go, first stop, we go back to the happy house on the bay and say goodnight to the boat. And Granny Goose says, "You know what? You guys had a successful adventure on the high seas today. We're going to the Dairy Queen." Yay! So off we go to get these vanilla ice cream cones dipped in chocolate. And they were so wonderful. And my brother George, he grew up, got married, and had two little girls named Coral and Pearl, and they lived for 25 years on their sailboat. He was a great navigator.